Alright guys, Bryan Schmitt here with Missile Baits. I'm going to talk to you about a really cool deal I like doing a lot is deep nico rig fishing. And what I mean by that, it doesn't have to be like I'm getting the bait down to 50 foot deep, but I might be over deep water and throwing to suspended fish. Or I could be like in a drain somewhere, you know, where the bottom of the drain and the pockets 20, 25 foot and targeting fish that are suspended down that deep, or deeper brush piles. Just, you know, a little bit deeper water nico rig fishing. It's something that I got to do in the Classic on Lake Hartwell the year Jason Christie won it. I think it was 2 years ago. It was a March event and I was targeting spotted bass. Okay, don't get me wrong, if a largemouth wanted to bite, I would catch him as well. But the spots that week for me, a lot of singles or just two together, you would just get off of these points or these humps and they would just be kind of roaming this area. They would just kind of circle back and forth, like almost like they were guarding their little area. And you could watch, like if ever like a little bit of bait got around them, they would just go crazy. For some reason, the nico would just drive them crazy. I would catch them a lot of times if I could make, you know, and I was using my live scope. If I could make a pretty accurate cast and get it almost on top of that fish that I would see, they would kind of shoot up and grab it on the sink, or they would follow it down. And a lot of times I would let them go all the way to the bottom, not twitching it at all, just let it go naturally to the bottom. You watch them go down. I would count to about 2 or 3 seconds once I knew they were down there looking at it, and I would slowly give it a couple shakes, and a lot of fish got caught that way for me. So this is a this is a deal that you could apply in a lot of places that you fish as well. It's just something that drives fish crazy. It's a versatile bait. What I mean by that is it's not just open water. You could also throw this around brush, deep docks. You know, a lot of different scenarios. You know, you can make your hook a little more weedless if you want to get around structure. So a couple key little deals, guys. If you had to start doing this and you're like, man, there's so many different colors out there, let me give you 3 colors just to start with. You know, these 3 will work anywhere you want to go. This is green pumpkin money, hands down one of the best colors. Anywhere you go, you need green pumpkin. Green pumpkin money is a go-to for me. Blueback Secret I have rigged up right here on the drop shot. This is another really cool color. It's a little cloudy today, but this has a definite unique color. It's got a contrast. It's kind of got 2 colors going on. It's a pretty cool color. And another color, you know, you kind of need to play with is John's Juice. If you pick John's Juice, it's more of a reddish color, a little more bright. So sometimes that's a big thing with fish. So you pick those 3, you're good anywhere you want to go. So let me tell you about the line, the rod, reel, hook, all the kind of good stuff. And I got another little secret I'm going to share with you guys too. So generally I fish this, if I'm on a lake like Hartwell, it's pretty clear. 8-pound fluorocarbon is my line choice, okay? I don't know if they're line shy, but I do like that the 8-pound allows it to get down a little quicker, okay? 10 and 12 can do it as well, but 8 is my line choice for that. I got a pair with 10-pound braid, and I prefer a 7.2 medium heavy. This is a very lightweight medium heavy in my opinion rod. Your standard spinning reel, I use Spro MG series for my spinning reel, and this is a Hayabusa spin muscle guard hook. It has a pretty unique design to the hook. It's just something that has proven for me many times, a lot of good hookups. It has a little bit of red right here that ties the actual weed guard. Yeah, it ties the weed guard, and that little bit of red, I don't know if it's in my mind or what, but that helps get me a few more bites. And I use the G-Crack. This is the Nico Hack. It's just a really cool deal here, guys. It's clear, but it keeps your hook right there. You have to check this out from G-Crack. I also believe because on the bottom it has a little bit of space there, it prevents the worm from doubling over on the hook. It seems to help a little bit. I used to use the O-ring a lot, and every once in a while, once or twice a event, I would have that happen where a fish would hit it and roll it over the hook, and I would never get a hook set. So the G Crack Nico hack's a pretty cool deal. I got a I believe it's a 3/64 range tungsten sinker in here. It's pretty heavy. I want to be able to get it to them. You know, if they're suspended over 50 foot, the fish is 20 foot down, I can get it to him quick. If he's way up high, I can still get it to him. And if they're following to the bottom, it gets down there pretty quick. Helps cast into the wind. And a really cool thing, guys, is I have a rattle in here. I have a lot of little glass rattles. I have a rattle I put in here. Just a little extra deal. You know, when they're acting a little bit funny and they're following it more than they're biting it, that rattle seems to give me a few more bites. So that's my deal, guys. And, you know, like I said, using live scope a lot, chasing them down. A lot of guys use minnows, jig head minnows, and that's definitely an option. This is something that really produced a lot for me in that classic. Unfortunately, I lost a really big largemouth doing it, or I would have had a really cool special day. Day 2 in that classic. But this is something you need to check out. We gave you some core colors. Tie it on, get after it, get on your lake and try it out.